Hello and welcome. I'm Jessie Ray and this is Chiron's Key Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reading. Grateful to have you here. This is going to be a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are going to be taking a look at the energy you guys are moving away from, the current energies around you, and the energies that you guys are moving towards. As this is a general reading, the entire message may not resonate, so please take what is in alignment with your own truth and kindly leave the rest as that is for somebody else. And Venus is going to be going direct. Yay! Who's ready for Venus retrograde to be over? I am. That was intense. It was necessary, but incredibly intense. And I did some stumbling through it. So let me know in the comments down below if you feel comfortable sharing how that was for you. But right now I feel like for us moving into September, I feel like things are going to get slightly calmer so that we have time to integrate everything that just transpired over the last couple months. And I really feel like we are moving towards really focusing on our goals, the work that we've been doing behind the scenes. So for those of you that have creative projects and things like that, I feel like we're going to be getting some big intuitive hits about maybe how to move forward. I feel like things like bad habits are coming up for us to be clearing them, really focusing on a healthier daily rhythm of our lives. And with this strength card, I feel like this is representing the strength it took to get through Venus retrograde. It was a severe test of strength. And did some of us falter? I faltered a little bit. There's no judgment there. I'm just saying, even when we are being very strong and durable, we still have our breaking moments, right? Like we still hit those walls. So if you did hit a wall, just love yourself through it. It was really super intense. So I just feel like this was the strength card. It was just there to be like, hey, it really took a lot out of you guys. And I feel like also moving forward, I feel like our energy levels are going to be a little bit low as we are integrating everything that Venus has just asked us to integrate. We work, look at, cut out, and really reevaluate. And now I feel like with this Hanged Man, I feel like it's time for us to really pay attention to everything that just happened, take time to heal, integrate, and move forward with loving reverence for ourselves, with the Empress, really cutting out those bad habits that are self-undoing, really moving forward from a place of self-love and how we are going to get a better daily rhythm down, one that is healthier, eating healthier, making sure that we're drinking enough water, meditating, really connecting with our spiritual team, really coming from a place of love. And this Six of Cups, I feel like it just really, we needed to rebalance some things. I feel like emotionally, a lot of us potentially have been in this place of just really not feeling happy, really feeling in a pressure cooker, really being asked to go through some immense changes. And it was kind of a rebalancing. Six of Cups. There's just a sense of like an emotional recalibrating, figuring out what things were just not serving us emotionally, that we weren't vibing with anymore, that just wasn't part of where we wanted to go, and having to really address that, really mainly with relationships, how we're relating to ourselves as well as others. Potentially there could have been some friendships or relationships for you that really got reworked during that Venus retrograde, and you guys either deepened your relationship and came out stronger on the other end, or it could have been potentially a deal breaker and that was over. But there's just this rebalancing within our emotional body that needs to take place after all of that strength and upset and changes and that grind. Felt like I was in a meat grinder. Now there's like this emotional calmness that we are feeling and starting to be like, okay, and then taking time to reflect. But with this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there was also a breakthrough and an understanding that we're going after the things that we want, and we want certain things, and it's going to take time to be able to heal and move forward and clear things and restore our strength. But we're still going after the things that we want. Knight of Pentacles, going after, questing. But the Knight of Pentacles understands that things move slow. They're okay. They have patience. I'm still going to go after what I want, but I will also allow the universe to meet me halfway, for the universe to do their work, for me to do mine, and then for it to come together. And I feel like there's just this moment of kind of taking pause, because Seven of Pentacles is how are you working? You've been working hard, but how are you working? Okay, how are you relating with other people? How are you building your home? How are you building your space at work? How are you relating to other people as far as this work that you've been doing, this inner work? Now it's time to reflect on the things we're building, how we're building that relationship, or maybe we're not building that relationship anymore. And Two of Swords, really needing to make decisions around how we are building things, how we are creating our life, how we're co-creating with spirit, how we're relating to ourselves and others. There's a real sense of like a pause. It's like we got all of this information, all of these things were happening. We were in a pressure cooker, and now it's like integrate, reflect. What are the things that need to change in order for the Seven of Pentacles to become the Eight of Pentacles, to then to the 9, to then to the 10? How do we get to the 8? And that's what I feel like this Two of Swords is. We're asking ourselves, how do we progress now? How do we move forward now? Now that all of the chips have fallen and things be as they be and as they may, right? Now how do we move forward? Now I feel like some of us are left kind of with this indecision. I can't see my way forward. I don't necessarily understand. A lot of things went down. And now there's this kind of indecisive, can't really see, but feeling like we need to make a decision, right? Feeling like we need to start taking a little bit of action in how we're going to be co-creating and crafting our world. And really, the Empress is saying, first, focus on yourself. Focusing on yourself will then help to clear, how do I build now? What do I do next? Okay. Nurturing yourself, getting in touch with your intuition, meditating, going out into nature, getting grounded, releasing, holding space for yourself. Because with this Empress here, she's really asking you to nurture yourself first. It's not that you can't give to other people, but there's a sense that in order to integrate all of the things that just happened, and in order to understand the way forward, we first have to nourish ourselves and figure out where we are now. We need to observe the landscape. There is going to be a sense of charging forward. And I feel like with this Two of Cups, there's like going to be this unity between our mind and our heart and understanding. There's going to be that, like with the nourishing of yourself, it's going to kind of rebalance your cup again. And then that's like, then we can charge forward here with the Chariot, right? Once we kind of emotionally get ourselves rebalanced, hold space for ourselves, try to go through some acceptance, some healing, radical acceptance even. But first and foremost, nurture yourself. Create daily rhythms and routines in your life that make you feel better. I know that Doritos taste good, but do you feel good after you eat a bag of Doritos, or do you feel better after you eat like an apple with some peanut butter? Simple questions, right? Simple things. You know, do you feel better if you drink more water, right? If you stay up on your hydration. Little tiny things that you can do to make yourself feel better. If you have a stomach ache after eating bread, maybe you should try a gluten-free bread. I know I'm not like a dietitian or a nutritionist or anything. I'm just talking about healthier, like the small, healthy choices that we can do to even just make ourselves feel a little bit better. Do you feel better if you eat a big hunkin' piece of pepperoni pizza or some, steamed broccoli and salmon? It's that kind of energy with this. Simple things you can do on a daily basis that help you cut out bad habits. We all are going to have bad habits. Every once in a while, we're going to eat the Dorito, right? But for the most part, 75 to 80% of the time, really taking time to rebalance our emotional body, physical body, mental body, bringing everything together. Two of Cups is union, coming together. It could even be the beginning of a relationship. Maybe after everything is said and done and you kind of start charging forth on this new path, this is potentially a new partner that you can meet. But what I'm really picking up on this energy is actually us coming in to a united front so that we can move forward. Okay. In the original depiction of the chariot, you've got a black horse and a white horse representing the conscious and the subconscious. Those things have to be together in order to charge forward. Otherwise, the horses are just going everywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're spinning in circles. Your chariot is, there needs to be direction. There needs to be action, and there needs to be a clear path forward, which right here with the Two of Swords is saying, I don't understand that clear path forward. So the Empress is like, start from within, nourish yourself. Good daily habits. Get up and move. Go for a walk in the morning. If you sit at a desk all day, add a little bit of movement to your day. Instead of sitting on your lunch break and watching a video, maybe get out and go for a 10-minute walk. Little things that you can do to nourish yourself, to bring your head and heart space back together in alignment so that then you can charge forward. Okay. That's really kind of the energy that I'm picking up on that. Not to say that partnerships can't blossom from that if you are looking for a partner, but really staying focused on yourself first, making sure your cup is full so that you can fill somebody else's cup, okay? And I'm just going to pull love notes from the universe. Okay. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So that Two of Swords energy, that indecision and fear, really get connected with your spiritual team and your higher self. The universe has my back. So you are really supported through these transitions, okay? Even if you've been feeling a little out in the dark, you're really being supported by your spiritual team. And my energy creates my reality. What I focus on, I will manifest. Really kind of that Empress energy, getting into the daily rhythm that's healthy, that creates happiness for you and abundance and joy and gratitude. So hopefully something in that message resonated, Libra. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm wishing you guys all of the best, and I will see you here next weekend for the new moon. Take care.